Well, hello, Tube. Today we have Odds On by John Lange, aka Michael Crichton. This was his first novel, 1966. He was either in medical, I think he was in medical school when he was writing, first started writing. And he was using a fake name because he didn't want people to know that it was him. If my recollection's correct from Travels, it's been a minute since I read Travels, which is an excellent book, by the way. This one, I don't even know if I can talk about it without necessarily spoiling things, because it's literally a third of the way through the book before you even find out what the book is about. The first third of the book is just like setting up the 9,000 people that's in it and a lot of gratuitous sex. And finally, when it got around to what the book is about, so I guess spoiler alert, or you could just flip 80 pages in. They decide they're going to knock up a resort hotel. It might as well have been with all the gratuitous sex. Like a resort hotel. I almost said it again. And the way that they figured it out, or the main guy figured it out, I don't remember names. It's been a minute, and there's just so many people in this book. The way they figured out what to do to make the highest possible percentage of success, they used a computer to run various variables, and to see what they could do, what they could eliminate, what, this, that, and the third. And back then, a computer was the size of a small house. And extremely expensive to rent time on. It's not like today where, for $200 you can have a Chromebook, and connect to the internet and all this stuff. No, they were the size of a school bus, and it was incredibly expensive, and only governments and schools and things of that nature, large businesses, are going to have computers, and you had to rent your time and this, that, and the other. For some reason, that's going to be the saying of the day. And you had to use punch cards to do whatever. I just know you had to use punch cards. Now, this is kind of interesting, being a tech student myself. I really wish there was a lot more of that in this book. But when I figured out what they were doing, I was actually excited. I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be all right. And then after that, for the next 80 pages, it was pretty much nothing but gratuitous sex and and nothing. And then finally, the time comes that they're going to get this done. And spoiler it again. I'm only doing this because, one, these books, I believe, are out of print again, and they're kind of a pain in the butt to get. I got the whole set. I had to piece it together from various sites. And I'm also saying, unless you're like a true Michael Crichton fan, or you want to become a completionist like I'm trying to do for Michael Crichton, there's no reason to read this. There's none, zero, zilch. Doesn't matter if you're a Michael Crichton fan and you like mysteries, or I don't know, hard case crime books, whatever that really means. But it's a spoiler, all right? Unless you don't need to read this unless you're a completionist. All that it gets foiled. Somebody beats them to the punch. Don't really know how they did it, why they did it. Well, I mean, obviously you know why they did it. They're trying to steal the stuff. But it was so annoying. In typical Michael Crichton fashion, the ending was terrible. And I honestly, I'm trying to think here, of all the books of his I've read, which I don't know where they're at. They should be on that shelf. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe the only one I have left is Congo, or the only one I kept. Might have only kept Congo and Travels, to be honest. But like Michael Crichton fashion, the ending was terrible. It was a letdown. I kind of just accepted with Michael Crichton that the books are going to be slightly goofy, and then the endings are going to suck. Airframe, the ending was terrible. I hated that book just because of the ending. And I might reread it for this. Might not. I don't have a video for it. I might on my old channel. I really don't want to reread Airframe. But it might kind of bug me that I'd have like all of Michael Crichton's books except for Airframe on there. Airframe, terrible ending. Congo, not terrible, but not great. It's kind of silly. For some reason, it's only 2 books. In Case of Need, I don't remember actually liking that book very much anyway. That might be it from the Michael Crichtons I've read. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm digressing. The ending is so bad. And it's one of these books that, why did I read it? Besides, I'm trying to read all Michael Crichton for 2023. Or at least within 2023 and 2020, let's face it, there's 30 something books. I want to do my best. But this, the dog is over here licking and groaning. Come on, I'm trying to do a video. You're being noisy. Yeah, just keep smacking your lips. And this video is going downhill. But anyway, Michael Crichton's odds on, unless you're, like I say, you're a completionist, just skip it. There's really no redeeming qualities in it ever. Read it for Garbagus in August. This would very much qualify for a garbage read. Like I said, their idea was intriguing, and what fueled me to finish it, thinking that eventually it's going to get interesting, but it never does. Besides if it wasn't for the gratuitous sex in this book, it'd probably be 100 pages. And honestly, that's what it should have been. It should have been a novella. Other than that, that's it for this one piece. Let me know down below. Have you read Odds On? Michael Crichton, aka John Lange. The question is, do I want to unhaul these or not? I'm never going to read this again. However, it was such a pain in the butt to get them. And, I don't know, I might hold on to them. I hate saying that because I only like keeping books that I know I'm going to read over and over and over again. But I don't think there's ebooks of these. And, they're hard to get. I mean, they're not super duper rare, but it was a pain in the butt to get these. So, that's it for this one, peeps. Cheers. Oh, let me know down below what I was right, what I was wrong. And this video is just a cluster, but you're used to that if you watch my videos. Cheers.